Welcome everyone to the Side Draft Podcast. And Ben Rhodes this past weekend finally gets the win at Kentucky. Victory for the hometown hero.
Yeah, it's good to see you back from Thor Sports. We asked a couple weeks ago, where was Thor Sports, and here they are in Victory Lane. So they showed up and
said, "Well, Side Draft called us out. We better go." So yeah. Ben Rhodes shows us up, but we're here to give you a little bit of a review. How things went. Was it a good race? Was it bad? We'll go through. So starting out the weekend, Noah Gragson gets the pole, actually gets the track record. So really fast for this truck.
Oh yeah, it's no surprise to see him up on front row. And we also had another KBM truck on the front row. That's Todd Gilliland, and he started out second. So
another KBM 1 and 2. It's also interesting to mention Stuart Friesen changed the engine. Didn't feel like that engine was good enough for the race. So had to start from the back. We'll get to see Friesen make it from the back to the front.
Yeah, it's also good to see Kevin Harvick up in the booth there, and he had a lot of good insights on that. It's always good to hear his outlook on it on the race.
Yeah, Harvick was a truck owner at one point, so he knows a lot of things about the truck series. So it's good to hear that inside look there. We had a lot of bumping on that restart, didn't we?
Yeah, I don't know if Noah just slowed up to restart or something, or everybody just bumping into each other. Then the John Hunter Nemechek, he would get in a little bit with Tyler Matthews, and he was spinning on the first lap.
First spin, we would think it would be like a wrecking day. Everyone would be wrecking all over the place, but that would actually be one of the only cautions. So Gragson will lead off that stage, but not too long after, 10 to go, Ben Rhodes right there on his bumper. A little bit of lap traffic happened. Bo Lamassus in the 54 held up Gragson, had Ben Rhodes get by Gragson, and for some reason, I don't know what finger it was, but he was pointing at him, at Gragson, and Gragson thinks it was the middle finger, but we don't know. It looks to be like a pointer finger. We don't know. But Ben Rhodes would win the stage.
Yeah, he had a fast truck, ran Gragson down, so
that would be his third of the season. Of course, Ben Rhodes winning the stage, Gragson second. We had Todd Gilliland third, and we have Brandon Jones making some good runs in that 51 truck in fourth, and in fifth, Thor Sport again, number 98, Grant Enfinger. So that would end stage one. Stage two would happen. Ben Rhodes will win the race off pit road. Stuart Friesen, as we said, in third, making his way from the back. Gragson takes the lead from Rhodes. And then nothing really happened the rest of that stage. Just
Gragson, he just took over stage two.
So it would be Gragson winning his 7th stage of the year. Then we have Brandon Jones, Ben Rhodes, Stuart Friesen, and number 98 staying consistent there in 5th.
Yes, then coming out of the pits, Parker Kligerman, he takes 2 tires and comes out first.
Then we'd have the 52, Stuart Friesen, he would be out second. Then Noah Gragson, after a dominant stage 2, dominant first half of the stage 1, he would have a slow stop to put in a wheel spacer. He thought something was wrong with that wheel, so they just had to make a little bit of adjustment there. He would be out 13th.
Then the green flag waves, and Friesen and Parker, they battle for the lead. Parker has the preferred line, and it takes a while for Friesen to pass.
Number 4 of Todd Gilliland and number 24 Justin Haley make contact on lap 96. Thankfully, they both hang on. Ben Rhodes jumps the drain on the apron of the truck to get second.
Yeah, he really wanted that second. This is I want to do the Dukes of Hazzard over this drain and get there. That's a pretty rough ride there.
We had Norm Benning and Josh Rayom. They got together as Friesen goes by, but they keep it together. So good job by them being able to keep the trucks on the track.
Then about lap 109, the number 20 truck of Tate Fogelman, for some reason, he just takes his truck to the garage.
some mechanical issues. We have no clue because we went there to get in the inside, but unfortunate for that team. We'd had pit stops on lap 123 for the final stage. And we have Friesen. He had about like a 3-second lead, looking like he was going to get a solid win, his first win of the season, but he stalls his truck in the pits, something you can't do. We saw Ben Rhodes take no tires. I was really concerned for the strategy because it's like, yeah, it's hard to pass, but you're going to need some tires. Take 2 if you need any, but he takes no tires, just fuel.
Yeah, and we try to see where Ben Rhodes and Stuart Friesen come out, from after the pits. But it would be Ben Rhodes. He would lead about a half a second ahead of Friesen on that after them pit stops.
Friesen would catch him, but just couldn't get around him. Like, no matter what he did, it's just that Kentucky's just a one-lane racetrack. Nothing really you can do besides just bump people, but you have the aero push, so you can't really get there. So Kentucky really has this issue. So Ben Rhodes will win first race of the season. First race win for Ford. So congratulations to Ben Rhodes, ThorSport, Ford. Great job on that win. It wasn't really a eventful race. It was just a genuine racing race.
Yeah, it was good. It was a pretty good race. It's good to see Ben Rhodes. He was right there on that cutoff line of the points, and now he just punched his ticket for playoffs, and that's good for that team. So they ain't really got to worry about that until the rest of the year.
Then we'd have the playoff standings. We still have Johnny Sauter just dominating the field out there. Brett Moffitt not too far behind with 16 playoff points to Johnny's 22. Noah Gragson right there in third. Justin Haley in fourth. Fifth, Grant Enfinger. Grant is not locked in. Actually, Ben Rhodes should be in the fifth spot, but on NASCAR's website, they have him in eighth still. So Ben Rhodes should be in fifth, Enfinger in sixth. Friesen now would move to seventh. Crafton in eighth.
And then below the cutoff line will be Mike Snyder in ninth. And 10th, Cody Coughlin. And 11th, Dalton Sargent. Sargent. Sorry.
What is he, a soldier or a sergeant?
Then the 12th will be Austin Hill. So we look forward to the rest of the season and see if one of them can maybe punch their ticket into the playoffs.
Yeah, I think one of them's going to have to win. 29 points back. I mean, there's no stopping Noah Gragson, Sauter, Moffitt from winning these races. So you got to find a way to victory lane. We have Eldora coming up.
Yeah, that's a tricky track. So, any of them can win. It's on dirt, so a lot of them might not really know how the dirt is. So.
Yeah, it's going to be, I guess you could say it's like a super speedway. It's like anyone can really win this race, rise from the dirt and take home a playoff point. So who's going to be strong at Eldora?
Stuart Friesen be strong. He's a dirt tracker anyway. I know he liked to get some wins on the pavement, but I believe I'm going to go pick for John Hunter Nemechek to win Eldora.
Yeah, that's a good pick. He's been pretty fast all year. Would be nice to see him get a dirt win, as we saw Matt Crafton last year get a win here at Eldora. But who dominated that race? And that was Stuart Friesen. Had some pit issues at the end of that race. But I think they cleaned it up, and I think Stuart Friesen's going to be the one to win this one because it's his wheelhouse. It's basically like going home,
Yeah.
His home is in the dirt. He's like Kyle Larson. He reminds me a lot of Kyle Larson. So Friesen's my pick to win.
Yeah, they might rebound from Kentucky from the pit road issues on there and having the troubles and installing the truck. So he may rebound and get his first victory in a truck series. That'd be good to see.
But we do have a couple people returning to the dirt. One of those being Chase Briscoe. It's been a while since we saw Chase Briscoe out in the trucks. He'll be driving the 27.
Yeah, it's always good to watch him when he was in the Brad Keselowski trucks, and he's always faster than him. And it'd be good to see what he does on Eldora.
We also have Jordan Anderson. He'll be stepping away for this race. I guess he just didn't want to race in the dirt, or it could be a business move to get like a cup guy in there to get more attention, get more money out of that side. But Ryan Newman will be taking over the 3-car for this week, and we'll see what Ryan Newman can do in the 3-car. Maybe he can, or a 3-truck really, tell Jordan Anderson what's going on with the truck, what he could fix to get Jordan Anderson more competitive.
Yeah, he's going to have his sponsor, the
Rescue Ranch.
Rescue Ranch, I can get it out. The Rescue Ranch is going to be on the truck for next weekend, and I think he's trying to get into some truck racing.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if Ryan Newman can win in the 3-truck. It's going to be tough, but we'll see if he can do it. And man, if he does, it's going to be really good for Premium Motorsports, Jordan Anderson Racing, and it's going to be really good for them.
Oh yeah, it's always good to, not like we was talking about a couple weeks ago, like in our other podcast with Xfinity, talking about if we need to get these cup guys in these lower teams and see if we can help build them up, and give them some help that they need to be competitive and see what they can do in them trucks.
Yeah, and as we go towards the end of this podcast, I hope you all enjoy the Eldora race. We'll hear the word slide job forever in this race because that's all they do. It's going to be exciting. They're going to be all over the place, have some heat racing. So it's going to be exciting, and it will be on a Wednesday night.
Well, that's be a lot of fun watching them race in the middle of the week. And man, how fun is it to watch these trucks? I mean, I enjoy watching the truck series a lot better than the Cup series a lot of times. So they're real competitive, and it's a lot of fun to watch them, everybody race. So it'd be fun to watch this weekend, or not race weekend, through the middle of the week, race the trucks in the dirt.
Maybe they should somehow implement this, like, because it keeps the racing action longer. It's like if you have a race on Wednesday, and then the next race would be like Friday or Saturday for the Xfinity series, and you have the Cup race. So, without the Wednesday race, it's like you have to wait forever to do another race. So maybe they should start implementing more Wednesday night racing, maybe at Bristol, something like that. So we'll see how it goes. Hope you all enjoy it. We'll see you next time for the Side Draft Podcast.